Hey, what's up everyone? This is S. Grace. Just want to do a quick update on my Ofna Gtp2. I know the body looks a little funky right now, but it's not mounted on. It's just kind of dropped into place. Why is this? Because this thing's a pig to get off, especially with one hand, and it kind of takes too long in the video. So here's what I did to mount up the body nice and flush to the front wheel so it won't parachute out. I have it lined up perfectly. It slides into this body post mount that comes with the Ofna. But like I said, it's not into place yet. Just makes it easier to get off for you guys to see. Secondly, I polished it up, and now the body looks super glossy. I am a firm believer a clean vehicle is a happy vehicle, and it runs faster, especially through aero. When your vehicle's all dirty, that actually causes drag because of the air flowing over the body. If it's not smooth, you'll actually get some kind of form of drag on there. How much? Really not that much, but with it being nice and polished, the air will just glide right over the body, and I'm very anal like that. So the body's polished up. It's not waxed, it's polished, and that what gives it that more of that wet look to it. So anyways, let me get underneath the shell here and show you guys. Pop this off real quick. Okay. It's nice and shiny. Alright, here we go. Here's what I got going on now. Here's a body post mount that I did. Just mount it right on the side of this dust guard or pebble guard or rock guard. Here's my Castle Creations 2200 kV. That's all set up. I was going to run the 1717 till I was just kind of doing the math on it, and I realized the 1717 is a 1580 kV, which spins quite slow. And this you can max out about an 8S. I believe at 1717 you can probably go to a 9 to a 10S battery because that kV is so low, but I don't feel like running that high of voltage on this thing. Max I've done is 6S on a Rustler. This is my next project, go at 8S. Maybe in the future I might go to a 10S, but for right now I'm going to try 8S and see what it does. Got this battery mount all up. I haven't done the servo yet because I need to buy it. This is a battery mount that I was thinking online on how I can do it and how I can make it clean, and I lucked out because I saw this online on eBay. This is from a Team Lozi short course truck, the SCTE 4-wheel drive short course truck. This is the stock piece. It mounts up there perfect. I mean, I lucked out on that. I made it so it goes a little forward, so it keeps that weight forward. It's tits. I put the Velcro in here for the battery. These Velcro straps right here are from a Traxxas Spartan, the speedboat. And I like how it has this little ESC plate, just like the stock one does. So it gives me more options if I want to do my BEC there, or my ESC there, or whatnot. So sorry about that. I'm just getting a tongue twister on that. But yeah, so I can put my speed control there. I can put my BEC there, or vice versa. Or I'm not really sure, because I know that ESC is huge from the XL2. So I will see once I get it. But this looks tits. I love it, man. It came out great. It's clean. It looks good. That's how I like to build stuff. So anyways, what else do we got going on here? I balanced the wheels. You can probably see it right there, the little kind of blue guy right there. I balanced all 4 wheels. That's just that modeling clay, and then I use the tire glue. And once it's all balanced up, and I put a little dab of tire glue around there, and it kind of makes like a hard shell. I always tell my girlfriend it's kind of like an M&M. So the outside would be a hard shell of the glue, and then the inside is the softer clay. Got the half-pound weight in front. Also, there's my 34 X01 pinion, and then my 36 spur. It seems like the pinion's a little farther out in the shaft than most guys in videos, but my RC Monster single speed conversion seemed like the bolts, the Allens that hold the spur in the gear, were in place, were too close to that motor mount. So I ran it a little farther out. It shouldn't have any kind of issues. The shaft's almost popping out of the pinion. I want you guys to tell me what you think, if that's kind of a bad idea, if it is a little too far out and it will cause vibration or any kind of issues like that. I highly doubt it, but if you guys tell me and it makes sense with it, then I certainly will pull this thing back apart and make sure it's not done wrong. And let's see, I talked to John Racer X and shot him an email real quick, asked him about how he's stiffened up the rear springs on his Ofna to keep it from doing that squat under an acceleration. And he told me what he uses, the compression springs that you get at hardware store. And I don't want to steal people's ideas. Obviously it works for him fantastic. You know, doing over 140 miles an hour with one of these is absolutely insane, and you know, kudos. I mean, it's just awesome. It's king of speed right there. But I want to try something different. So I put, these are e-Revo springs, and in order to get the fronts to fit, you cut 2 links off, and then it gives you that adjustability. And since I did that, this baby is stiff in the front. Can it still bottom out? Absolutely. But I'm not fully compressed down, or not, you know, and I'm not all the way to the top. So I have a good middle point of if I need it to be a little stiffer or if I need it to be a little softer. I'm worried about the front having issues with downforce of dragging. The front is super low, and I don't want it to drag. So I know with the downforce, with the airspeed that will go over this body, will cause this to push down somewhat, and that's why I want to have that adjustment there to stiffen this spring rate up or soften the spring rate. Matters on until I go out and do my runs, and I'll figure that out. But in the rear, that's what I got in the rear. I haven't seen anyone doing this yet. This is the front Ofna Gtp springs, and these are Revo springs in the back, and it works perfectly. I didn't have to cut them in the Revo springs anyway. I didn't have to cut the Ofna, bolt it right up. Now this gives you a lot more spring rate, a lot more stiffer. I mean, this thing is so, you know, not overly stiff. It's got a good stiffness for speed runs. You can see that my spring rate is not fully compressed, so it's all the way to the top. So this way will give me a lot more adjustability once I get the XL2 put in place, once I get the batteries put in place, once I get all electronics all done. This thing's going to be heavy. So I'll do my adjustments then. And I'm sure this thing will have some squat to it just after putting those lipos, you know, 2 4S batteries and then the speed control and everything else in there. So, but I like to keep it fully to the top now until I do the final adjustments later. So that's what I got right there. Let's get a little dirty right there. So yeah, tell me what you guys think on that. John Racer X, tell me what you think of that. If that's a good idea or not. It seems to be absolutely perfect. I love it. It's nice and stiff, but not overly sprung. It's pretty nice. So, but like I said, we'll see more once I start doing out the runs. It might be too stiff, or it might be too soft, or it might just be perfect. I've actually, you know, fingers crossed, but and knock on wood here, I've gotten suspension set up pretty well on every RC I've done right out of the box. I mean, I'm always very close. And like my Rustler, I was almost dead on when I built those shocks. The weight oil I used, the spring rate I did, the spacers, preload spacers I put in was pretty close. So after a few runs, you know, after every run, I noticed, okay, yeah, this is this, and I had to do adjustment here. And so I'm sure I'm probably pretty damn close to these. So you know, but I haven't ever trying to go for a speed of at least 130. So I might be way off. It might be too stiff or too soft. So, but we'll see. If it's too soft, that's good with me because I got all that preload to do and tighten those babies up. So tell me what you guys think on that. What else did I do? That's pretty much it right now. I'm still waiting on servo when I order that in. Gonna be getting the XL2, getting the BEC, get the cat pack, get all the wiring done, get the batteries. I'm gonna order the batteries absolutely last. So there's no reason to have 2 sticks of dynamite in my house just sitting there for X amount of time until I get this baby built and go find a place to run it. So, but tell me what you guys think so far. You know, there's no bling, there's no crazy stuff on this. This is just purely whatever's on this vehicle is going to only be for speed. That's it. It's going to help handling or for speed. I'm not going to do anything to it. No lights. It's not the dub edition. I'm not going to have big spinners put on or anything like that. Like, this baby is just decked out for speed. That's how I like them. That's what you know, I did this build on. So if you guys are wanting to see a GTP that is all decked out, carbon fibered up, and you know, lights all over it and stuff, that's cool. But this is not going to be this build. This build is going to be whatever's put in it is a necessary item to use it to go fast. So you know, that's how I like to do it. And tell me what you guys think, and I will be talking to you guys later. Take care.